I'm Dr. Kumuda Guru Rao, Digital Marketing Consultant at advisortoyou.com. In this video, I'm going to briefly mention about the leading edge SEO techniques and suggest what you must do to improve your ranking factor in Google search engine. The SEO techniques considered here are rank brain, voice search, AMP, and featured snippets. First, we'll consider rank brain. Rank brain is an algorithm that produces most relevant results for queries that are ambiguous or have multiple meanings. For example, the word squash refers to a family of vegetables that have hard exterior shells where the inside part is used by us. Squash is also an indoor sport played with rackets and a ball. Hence, when you use the word squash as search query, we get the following results. The figure shows the results that are relevant to both sports and vegetables. According to Google, rank brain is the third most important element in the search algorithm next to links and content. Therefore, we must optimize your website for rank brain. How do we achieve this? The answer is simple. You provide quality content to human beings that offers positive user experience. You need not stuff the content with certain keywords. The content with relevant keywords must flow naturally. When we ask Google what day is Friendship Day in 2019 or ask Alexa play the music from Amazon Prime, we are using voice search. It describes the searches you perform using your voice. Since smartphones have become inevitable part of our lifestyle, the usage of voice search has increased considerably. ComScore estimates that by 2020, nearly 50% of the searches will be made by voice search. Since it's going to play an important role, online marketers should adopt following techniques to get noticed by this. Your website must be mobile friendly. Content must cater to the tone and function of your customers. You can listen to what your customers are saying about your brand in social media and accordingly modify the tone of your content. Optimize your content for semantic search as Google, instead of merely providing search results based on keywords, takes into account users' previous searches or patterns to deliver the results. Directories and review websites have to be considered seriously by SEO professionals as while using voice search, people will not merely ask for local business but ask for best in the world. Next, we'll consider accelerated mobile pages, that is AMP. The accelerated mobile pages promote speed and ease of use of your online content while retaining the integrity of your content, thereby maintaining the effectiveness of your brand. AMP is basically meant for article publishers and not for every web page. AMP, apart from retaining users due to quick loading of pages, also reduces bounce rate. You can easily implement AMP for your WordPress blog content by using a simple plugin. You can access the plugin by visiting the URL wordpress.org/plugins/AMP. Now you will have two versions of your content, that is original and the AMP hosted on the AMP network. Next we'll consider featured snippets. First let me explain what is meant by a featured snippet. Featured snippet is the most relevant content from the web page that provides the answer to user's query. The following screenshot shows the featured content for the query, how to implement SEO. There are 5 types of featured snippets. They are paragraph featured snippets, list featured snippets, table featured snippets, YouTube featured snippets, and expandable feature snippets. First we'll consider paragraph featured snippets. In this type of featured snippets, the answer to comparison of two types appears as paragraph featured snippet. For example, the comparison can be between SEO versus PPC, SEM versus SMM, iOS versus Android, or answer to any question pertaining to what, why, and how. In paragraph featured snippets, the important point to be considered is that the content, which is the difference between the two types, must be on top of the page structure, or the question must be H2 subheading followed immediately by the answer. The following figure illustrates how the paragraph snippet appears for the query SEO versus PPC. Similarly, for the question, why is mobile optimization important for digital marketing? The paragraph snippet appears as shown in the figure. Next, we'll consider list featured snippets. In this type, the answer to query must be in listed form. You can view this type of snippets when the search query is about do-it-yourself tasks, recipes, or answering a how-to question. For example, to the query, how to lose weight, the list featured snippet appears as shown in the figure. Next, we'll consider table featured snippets. In order to get your content featured as this type of snippet, you need not provide the content in desired table format. If your site deals with data, then depending on the query, Google pulls data from your site and presents them in desired table format. For the search query, weather report in Chennai for the last 1 week, the following information appears in table format and the data is pulled from weather.com as shown in the following. figure. Next, we'll consider YouTube feature snippets. In this case, based on the search query, Google will pull out the relevant YouTube video and highlight the portion that matches the answer to search query. Normally, this type of snippet appears when a query is related to answering a how-to question. For the query how to play golf, Google pulls out the relevant YouTube video highlighting the most appropriate content as shown in the following figure. Note, Google pulls out the right video even when the option is all. In order to get your video selected for this type of snippet, you can implement the following. Provide script for your closed captions. Describe your video using relevant keywords. Organize the content in step-by-step form. In this type, you not merely get the most relevant answer to your query, but also additional snippets which, when expanded, provide answers to concepts related to your query. For example, when you type Android versus iOS in the Google search box, you get the main snippet explaining about the two operating systems, followed by 4 expandable snippets. When expanded, they provide the answer along with the source of the content. Now that you know about the different types of feature snippets, do optimize your content for them. Thank you. Do visit my website advisory2.com to realize the first few positions in search engines organically.